Hi, my name is Tony, and today I'm going to show you how to make a banana peach bread from plantbasedonabudget.com. I'm going to start with one really ripe banana. This one is really spotted, and I'm going to peel it and add it to a large bowl, and then use a potato masher to mash it up. It's okay if you leave a little bit of chunks, if you like chunky bananas in your bread, but I like to do the whole thing, and you want to make sure at least the majority of it is mashed, because that is going to be part of the wetness that combines the whole bread to stick together. Then I'm going to add in 3/4 cup of applesauce and just pour that directly into the bowl. I did mine in 2 separate ones because my 3/4 cup was dirty and I'm lazy, so I didn't want to wash it. Add in 1 cup of sugar. That is just regular granulated sugar. You can add in a little bit more or a little bit less depending on your sweetness preference. I'd say 3/4 cup if you don't do a lot of sweetness, and 1 1/4 cup if you do like a lot of sweetness. Then I'm adding in 1/2 cup of neutral oil. I'm using a vegetable oil, but you can use any oil that you like. I know that's a very controversial topic, and you do whatever you prefer. Then I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and whisk it all together. We don't want to do too much mixing though, so just until it's combined. Now into the same bowl, I'm going to add in my flour. This is all-purpose flour, and I'm using 3 cups. Then I've got 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and we're going to do 3 teaspoons of cinnamon. Cinnamon is not only for our fall desserts, but it's also great in our summer desserts as well. 1, 2, 3. If you're not the biggest fan of cinnamon, you can have that if you want. I know my dad doesn't love cinnamon, so I usually either lessen the cinnamon or remove it altogether. It won't hurt, but I like it more when it has some cinnamon. Next, I'm going to stir everything until it's just combined. Again, we don't want to overmix things. I want to get into a habit of not overmixing our baked goods. And if you don't want to use your whisk for this part, which I am moving away from, you can also use a sturdy spatula, which is what I'm going to do. And I am going to sort of fold things together. We want to make sure that even though we're not over mixing, that all of the dry ingredients are incorporated. And that means getting the bottom as well. Now I'm adding in 2 cups of diced peaches. These are from my tree. They're so good. I actually have 2 peach trees, and this one is a Red Baron, but you can use any kind of peach that you have on hand. You can use white peaches. You can use yellow like I'm using. You can also use nectarines. It's very versatile. And stir them in until they're fully incorporated into the batter. It looks so good already. I can't tell you, I love peach season. If you want to see a peach recipe, let me know what you want to see in the comments, because I am on a roll. Our peach tree is so abundant with peaches, so I'm trying to make peach everything. Now I'm going to add it into a bread pan, and what I like to do is take a little parchment paper and line the bottom. It's okay if it doesn't fit. You can fold it like I'm doing. You just want to get it mostly covered. So that when you are done and it's all baked, you can just lift it out instead of trying to fuss around removing it. I'm going to pour this directly into our prepared bread pan, and if you don't have parchment paper, you can also just lightly grease your bread pan. That of course works. I'm going to scrape as much as I can from my bowl. Okay. Now I'm gonna shake it so that it can even out. Fold this down, shake it from side to side. And I'm gonna put it in my preheated oven. It is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, about 176 degrees Celsius. And I'm gonna leave it in there for 1 hour and give it a check with a fork or a knife or a toothpick. Insert it to see if it comes out all the way dry. I'll see you in about an hour. My bread is all done, so I'm gonna pull it out. And you can see now why I like to put this parchment paper underneath. It makes it so much easier. You don't have to flip it over. You don't have to do anything like that. And you don't have as great of a risk of breaking your bread. And it looks really good. I'm gonna use my bread knife. And I'm gonna cut it this way. You can see it on my camera. Looking good. That is really tasty. Really, really good. I think this would be great with some berries in it. Like if you wanted to add in some blueberries or some nuts or chocolate chips, it would be even better. It's good on its own, but I could see it being even better with the enhancements. I hope you give it a try. I'm putting the printable recipe down in the caption, and if you do make it, please let me know what you change and how you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a good day. Bye.